Hi guys, Anton here today with another one of my Destiny 2 videos. I'm going to show you how to complete the Contact public event extremely fast by using an exploit/glitch. Now this here is actually a modified version of an older exploit, which is now reusable in Destiny 2. So my friends told me about this and I'm going to go over the method in just one moment. So the Contact event is actually a modified version of Gambit but in PvE activities on patrol. So what we have to do is basically collect motes and bank them and basically progress through the stages, kind of like EP mixed with Gambit. So you can put the motes in by killing ads, but it's a very slow process with that. However, there are these things on the map called blooms which spawn occasionally, which normally have two guys guarding a champion, and once you clear out those two guys and the champion, the bloom, if you stand in the middle, you'll basically despawn stuff around it, and then the bloom is able to be picked up. This is able to be banked into the Gambit bank for about 25%, meaning that it only takes a couple of these to get your wave complete really fast. So currently we only have access to the IO Contact event. There will be one on Titan, I believe, as it is in the Triumphs, but for the moment we're just using this one. The glitch should still theoretically work on all of these events as long as it doesn't get patched by Bungie. Thankfully enough, these events, if they aren't active, they do have a public event flag near them, same as the Seraph Tower, which is very handy because currently we're all quite under light, and the final encounter in the boss phase does actually have a timer on it, and if you're under light, don't have good weapons, you're not going to get as far as what you'd like, so you basically need a fire team or competent teammates. So after you have started the event, I take a seat back and I try and listen out to two sound cues. The first one is kind of like a powering up sound, and then the second one is a siren. This means that the bloom has been activated and you can go find it, and if you're in a seat back, you get the third person perspective, you can try and find it a lot easier. Once the bloom is active, there'll be 3 enemies guarding it, 1 champion and 2 regular enemies. I highly recommend a sword for clearing these out, especially on a Titan, as it has a lot of ammo and you clear it out, don't have to rely on blueberries as much. Once you have cleared all these out, stand in the middle of the bloom and it will do its own cleaning/clearing process, and it'll be able to be picked up straight afterwards. Straight after you've picked this up, you want to go to the bank and pick a side where there's no blueberries. If you are trying to glitch this out, there is an extremely high chance they'll just pick up the bloom from your feet and screw over your progress that you're trying to make with this. So now that we're at the bank, we're actually going to use the original Pit of Heresy bull duplication glitch. So what this is when you're at the bank, you want to hold X or use key if you're on PC. You want to hold the use key and then you want to press the change weapon button as you start to press the use key, and it should get to about halfway, and if you're able to do this, you'll be able to glitch out the ball and have it laying on the ground right next to you. I have noticed you can kind of pick up the bloom very fast in this one, whereas in the original Pit of Heresy, if you picked up the ball as you're putting it in the bank, it would despawn and it would just disappear because it thinks you're still putting in the same ball and not the duplicated one. So there you go guys, a very simple method. You're basically just using the use key and holding that in, and then as you're doing that, you're pressing the change weapon button as it gets to about 50%. It is a very quick timing on this, but it is very simple, and I believe it is the same method on every platform or PC, where you just use the use key and then change weapons. So hopefully that works for you, and with that, all that is left to do is complete the rest of the bank and kill the boss, and you've got yourself some loot and a very fastly completed activity. I am a small YouTuber, so all community involvement is very much appreciated. Whether that be a comment, a like, or a subscribe, I try and look at it all in the same way. And with that being said, I'll leave you guys to it, and I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.